Okay, we've got a warrant to search the address.
Police filmed the moment they arrested Ian Stewart. It appears he can't believe it.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Helen Bailey.
Are you joking?
And there's a good reason his next thought is about his garage.
Are the garage doors open?
His well-known fiancée had been missing for 3 months. But just hours before that arrest, police had started to dig under the couple's garage. They'd opened up the hidden cesspit and they'd found the bodies of Helen and her dog inside. Ian Stewart murdered his successful fiancée in order to live off her wealth.
It's a very challenging inquiry, initially reported as a missing person. The lies and deceit that Mr. Stewart offered during the course of our investigation really did hamper us.
My name's Helen Bailey, and I'd like to introduce you to my new book, which is called When Bad Things Happen in Good Bikinis.
Helen Bailey's final book was about grief, diaries of how she coped with her husband's death. It was in an online support forum that she met and fell for Ian Stewart. In 2013, they moved into a house she had bought them. In 2015, she changed her will to include him. And a few months later, she vanished.
Please, how can I help?
Hello there. My partner has been missing since Monday.
This is the call Stewart made to police reporting Helen missing 4 days after he'd killed her.
Said she was going away, hasn't ended up where she said she was going. So we've just decided we should report it.
But in truth, on the day she disappeared, he was getting rid of a duvet at the dump. After drugging her with these sleeping pills, he'd smothered her to death.
Have you had any new visitors?
Police recorded 3 interviews with Ian Stewart at home. At this point, they just wanted his help to find Helen. He didn't seem very interested.
Obviously, you're telling us you're hungry. We ideally probably would like to do another interview with you.
Another one?
My experience of people who report their loved ones as missing is they're very demanding, and they should be demanding of the police. They want to know what we're doing to try and find the person that they love. Well, Ian Stewart never did that. He was very difficult to deal with. He was obstructive. He didn't really want to tell us a great deal. He complained when he was feeling hungry or tired.
This is the 7-bed, £1.3 million house where Helen Bailey lived with Ian Stewart. Helen's brother John told the jury that when he first got a tour of the house from Helen, she joked that the cesspit under the garage was a good place to hide a body. And that remark proved eerily accurate. Several police searches of the house led nowhere. Enter neighbour Mavis Drake.
They weren't searching the garage for the well, and we thought we must point it out.
She knows a lot about the house she's lived beside for 50 years. And the day after she mentioned to police the pit under the garage, they uncovered it.
I can understand them missing it, because you don't expect to find a cesspit on top of a well inside a garage.
Did you kill Helen Bailey?
Once he was arrested, Stewart went silent.
Because this could be your last opportunity to speak to the police about this. You are here on suspicion of murder. You need to tell us what happened.
After saying nothing for 6 months, in December, Ian Stewart unveiled his explanation. Ian Stewart blamed everything on Nick and Joe, business associates of Helen's late husband, who he said murdered her, buried her, and then tried to get hold of her money. But Ian Stewart had invented Nick and Joe, and the prosecution said his story was ludicrous. At his trial, the jury saw detailed digital images of the house and the cesspit, and they were told Helen and her dog may still have been alive when they were buried in it. Those details were painful for Helen's friends. Shelley Whitehead was initially Helen's bereavement counsellor. She's now grieving for her.
It's no more. And it's so hard to come to terms with that, to get your head around that a beautiful life with so much to give, so much to offer, and so much living to do is no more.
There he is. You can see that he does exist.
With her dachshund Boris at her side and a new fiancé, Helen Bailey had emerged from grief to make a new start. The author's own story was ended by the new character in her life and a crime that looks like a horrifying fiction made real.